Hello, this is Tip Top Gaming here today with another video. Now today we are going to be talking about the Throne of Eldraine Brawl decks. So basically they're like, oh yeah, we wanted to build Brawl decks, so, you know, here we were like, oh yeah, Brawl. Yeah. And so they have four Brawl decks. Four Brawl decks. And one thing to note is these come with 2 boosters each, so they are very similar to that of a Planeswalker deck. I hope they don't have the power of a Planeswalker deck, but so far they seem pretty awesome. And for those of you who are like, I don't like Brawl, just note that these cards will be legal in Commander. So what people might see as a Brawl commander, I might see as a Commander. First up is Emma Handy. You might recognize her from her excellent articles over at Star City Games. She had always noticed that green, white, blue, was an excellent deck builder, so she built this one. They had different people build different things. And so here we're going to talk about the commanders. So Chulain, Teller of Tales, is a 5-cost 2/4 Vigilance, and this one was already spoiled. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card, then you may put a land from your hand on the battlefield, and then you can pay 3 and tap to return target creature you control to its owner's hand. I think this is very powerful. Of course, it has Vigilance, and it's very Commander-y. It feels like something that would be on the front of a Commander box, so, like, you know. Then we have Corvold, Fey Cursed King. It's a 4/4 for 5, black, green, red, with flying, and whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, sacrifice another permanent, and whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on Corvold and draw a card. I could see Scapeshift being run with this, because you sacrifice all your lands and then get more, and then you get a bunch of counters. So you get so far these two have had stuff to do with drawing cards. I also want you to note that Noble is a subtype. We saw this in a previous card in Throne of Eldraine. This deck is for Johnny players and has lots of synergy and combos, and it uses the food mechanic. And then this has, sorry, I didn't read this. It has ramping and casting lots of creature spells and rebuying your creatures so you get multiple uses out of them. So you get to recast them. Then we have Alayla, Artful Provocateur, who is an Esper. I believe these are also standard legal, so if I wanted to use this in an Esper deck, I could. Flying, Death Touch, Lifelink, or Historic probably at that point. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+0. Whenever you cast an artifact or enchantment spell, create a 1/1 blue fairy creature token with flying. And this is obviously a artifact and enchantment deck, and has light flying names. And then we have a 5-cost, or a 6-cost, by the way, this one was 4-cost, Human Knight with Vigilance and Menace, and whenever equipped creature you control attacks, you draw a card and lose a life, and equipment you control have Equip Knight 0. This is insane. There is a card currently in Standard that gives things like +8/+8, and it's a 1-cost, so you can equip that to a Knight and get it out for really free-ish. So there is a bunch of cards which I will cover in my, or I guess they released the entire deck list. So when we look at the land base, obviously it has to be standard. Apparently they are printing Command Tower into standard, which is not good in standard, but it is now technically in standard. And it does come with Shock Lands and Scry Lands, so I think this might be a good purchase, because it comes with those. It could come with a little bit more, but it seems fine. There will be 12 Throne of Eldraine cards in it. All of these have already been shown. This has 22 new cards in it. Again, it comes with like Godless Shrine and a Temple. This one has 13 new cards in it. Maybe not 13 Throne of Eldraine cards, but new cards that have never been printed before. This one has 20. Here are some individual cards. They have some stories behind them. I'm sorry this is rushed. There are so many different pieces of news, and I need to get through them. But you guys should get a look at these when I cover all of the spoilers spoiled today. On top of that, I thought I would use this section to mention that MTG Arena is, as of September 26th, no longer in open beta, and you will earn a Fibblethip player avatar and card sleeve for participating in the open beta. So the other people got the option to spend wild cards on fancy looking planeswalkers, and we get a card sleeve and style, or a card sleeve and avatar, which I think is really worth it. I think it's good. A couple things to note here that are revealed. Garuk, which is being reprinted. Spoiler alert for the next video. He is an avatar. He is the avatar. Ooh, he is an avatar now, and you guys can see here the Brawl interface. So you can see, oh, here's where your commander goes, so on and so forth. And yeah, I was trying to scour this image for little hints and clues. Of course, there are cards here, but that's about it. Like new cards, that's about it that I could discern from this. A couple things to note: you get 4 copies of each of these cards, and will only be legal in Standard 2020. And you get pre-built these precons. So yeah, that is it. They are just not going to be in beta anymore, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next.